Hi everyone, Vedant Joshi this side. So we'll discuss today how should we create a report for our children, anyone, whoever wants to play chess, if they want to have a good report for themselves, how should we create that? So basically, if my child has gone for a chess tournament and he wants to have a good decent report or to understand what the child has done during the entire tournament, so there are good recommendations. One is he or she can sit with their opponent as well after the game is over. Obviously, rarely they get some time after the round is over because they have the next round as well. So, but you can know whoever their opponent is, and you can meet them after the tournament or whichever way it's possible for you. That's only one simple solution, direct one. Second is you can simply check it out over here. We have this way. Let's say, for example, first we have the number of like, yeah, as serial number. Then we put the name of the opponent. If the rating was there, put up on the pairings, you can put up the rating. If we get to know the reaches or chess.com account, then the opening played by our child against that player for that particular tournament. So you can also bifurcate this according to the name of the tournament. You can give a folder's name as, let's say, first chess visionaries tournament, which was held on 27th October. That's how you can give a name for the report file, and you can bifurcate it. So there will be, let's say, 6 rounds. So we can just specify it clearly, 6 rounds. So we have this report for 6 rounds. Um, and then if we obviously, if the child, it is unlikely for anyone to just get the entire game as it is after the game is over. But yeah, whatever is analyzed, you can use this as notes and keep it here, and you can create a strategy against them next time when they are going to meet. So, for example, here, this report is, let's just say, take an example, a name of child is Adira. Okay, so here, whoever opponent comes for her, she will write it down. So, let's say she played against Spruha in the first round. She played against Anjani for the second round. She played against Shivansh for the third round. She played against whatever is the name. So, accordingly, she can put it, and then that's how she can create a strategy against him or her, whatever the openings. For example, kids would not be aware about the names, so they can just tell us that okay, e4 and e5 was played, then e4 and e6 was played by the opponent. Let's say here Adira is white, so she can specify all the games for white. Okay, this is one important part. You need to remember this. These games are for white, so only, let's say, for example, Sprua is here, so Sprua was black and Adira, this is the sheet for Adira example. So Adira is white and Sprua is black. And now for games for black, we have separate section. So in the second round, she played against Anjani, where Adira was actually black side. So she is and Anjani is white. So she has to put up the opening played. So let's say, for example, Anjani played C4 as his first move. And then what did Adira play? Adira played C5. Example, okay, I'm just giving an example. C4 is a pawn move. So obviously that is one way to do. And how was the opening outcome? Yeah, it's the same thing will be here as well. Opening outcome will be whether the report was better for the child. So for example, in this, whether Adira was having a good time during this or whether Adira was facing any issue. So here, against Spura for the first round, she was equal after the opening game. Opening is first 10 moves of the game. Yes, so you can specify yes here. What was the result of the game? The game ended in a draw. So yes. Now here she played second round against Anjani. She was not great in the opening stage. So she can say yes here. Opening outcome, yes. Or minus means not great position. Plus means it's a decent position. Equal means draw is position. That's how it is. And what was the result? The result is totally, let's say, depending upon the report. So now here, after the game is over, if she's won against him, she can say specify yes. So that's how it is for every single round. You should be doing it. It will be easy. Initially, no one will be able to do it so accurately because it's like trial and error. The child or the participant is just opening up and getting acquainted to such reports. So we have to give human touch and the space for the child or any participant. Again, now let's go to the middle game. How was the middle game? So what is open position, semi-open position? Slowly, steadily, they are able to understand. What do you mean by attacking the attack against the king, defense of the king, combinatory play? So here, how was your king during the middle game? So middle games are specific, usually above or after 11th move. The first 10 moves are regularly considered as opening moves, typically considered actually. So chess is subjective, so it is not exactly as it is. There's no blue, let's say, proper written Bible that okay, this is the only things which will happen in the game. So there can be many variations which can occur. So yeah. So strategy wise, how was the position? So let's say now first example, the name of the child of the opponent is example Shiburaj. His rating was 1960. So yeah, was it an open position, semi-open position, closed position? Open position means where the pieces can attack easily and there can be a tactic possible done. Closed position means there are very less pieces in touch. I mean to say is Adira is not able to attack Shiburaj's pieces so well because his pieces are in his own territory and she cannot reach or get connected with the opponent's pieces. That's why closed position. Or semi-open position means, yeah, there are some scope which she can do. That's how we say. So we have to always consider all these things whenever we are thinking about. So here, basically, you say the report of this thing is the position handling of the medium. Yes, it was not that great done by Adira, so she can specify yes. And she lost the game against Shiburaj, so she can say yes. That's how it is. Or you can specify the number or round number. You can say that will be easy if you are doing it according to the tournament. So it will be you can bifurcate it as per your convenience. And you should explain. You can share it with the like coach as well, so it will be easy for us to understand. So attack against the king. How was the attack against the king? So just let's say how did Adira attack Shiburaj's king? How was her defense of the king? Was she able to defend her own pieces properly? And combinative play means how is she able to use her tactics? Is she able to use like let's say tactics, example, pins, skewers, discover tag, discover check, etc. So all these tactics, how is she able to combine it properly during a match? So that's what we call in combination. So how is she using her combinations? So those things we can specify. So any of the three. So let's say she was able to do it very well. She was able to use all the tactics. So even then she lost the game. So that can be considered. So you can specify yes. So that's one bifurcation which can be done easily. Um, Next, we have games for black. Here we have games for white. So please just make sure you keep a note that there is a separate bifurcation for games, the games played by the players. So this is Adira's sheet, so Adira is black here, games for black. So the opponent will automatically become white here. Okay, and here the Shiburas will be black because here Adira's games are white. That's what it is. That's about the middle game. Then we have the evaluation for the end game. So how was the end game? Whether she reached the end game or not, that is also subjective according to the position. So if her game was completed within first 20 moves, 15 moves, that is understandable according to the child. So when we usually say the end game has started, when the queens have been traded, typically we call this as an end game, which has started already. So that's the place where you can understand whether how many pieces are left. So if there are only pawns and a king, that is called pawn endgame. So if the queen and king are left together, so Adira is having a queen and the opponent is also having a queen. So it's a queen endgame typically. So rook endgame was there. Then bishop endgame was there. Knight endgame. Whatever it is, you can just specify it. Or the bishop and knight endgame. So you can say that's how it's the combination. Let's say combination of the above is there. There are let's say rooks and rook and bishop and knight. Three of the pieces are there. So that can be considered in the combination of the endgame of the above endgame. So here, if her position, how was her position? You can specify yes. And what was the result? The result was for. So that can be easily done. So games for white and the games for black. That's how you can easily bifurcate it. So the sheet is ready, so you can use it accordingly. Initially, it is understandable that it will be kind of resistible. It's not that easy to do it within just 10, 15 minutes. But yeah, the moment the child comes or returns, whoever comes back from the game, If they're able to fill the sheet, someone else can help them to fill the sheet because the player will not be in that